Good morning, Wellington County. Virginia here again from Quilt Cozy, and I'd like to share a nifty tool with you. This is the Omnigrid Marking Ruler Trio, 3 different lengths. And what this is great for, particularly if you are a beginner quilter, and even if you're a little bit more advanced, but you're struggling a little bit to get your 1/4 inch seam allowance consistent. So for the beginners, the 1/4 inch seam allowance, or sometimes referred to as the scant 1/4 inch seam allowance, sounds kind of, I don't know, somewhat scandalous, but it ain't. It's one of the many holy grails of quilting. So this little tool is helpful. So we start with 2 pieces. These are 5-inch squares, right sides together. Now, you match your raw edges up, and then you take one of these guys. I'm going to use the medium size, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the yellow line up with the raw edges of my fabric, and then I'm going to take one of my friction pens and I'm going to draw a line from one end to the other. And this will be the 1/4 inch line that I will take to my sewing machine and sew down. Now that is, I messed up a little bit because I didn't get my raw edges perfectly together, but now I've shifted them a little bit. So if I sew down that line, I should have a perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. Here's another example with another couple of pieces of fabric. This would be like a strip of fabric. I love that funky green. It's so cool. So again, right sides together. And I'm going to match my raw edges. Now I'm turning this to turn that to my left, matching up those raw edges. I'm going to take a slightly longer one of these rulers, and I put my yellow line up against the raw edges of the fabric, checking that I've got that pretty accurately. Again, draw my line from one end to the other. This pen is fabulous because the mark will come out with the heat of your iron, or it will even rub out with a bit of friction. So I'm just double checking that my raw edges are really tightly together there. Accuracy counts in quilting. And then I would sew my stitching line right down that line for a very accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance. So this tool is available in the Quilt Cozy shop. It's the Omnigrid Marking Ruler Trio, and it retails for $32. It is a very handy tool, and you will find this on my website as well. Happy sewing, everybody. Have a great day from Quilt Cozy in Fergus, Ontario. Bye-bye for now.